This is exercise number 7 for chapter 8. And again, this is algorithmic, so my numbers will be different than yours, but the methodology as to how we make the calculations will be the same. Now, let me demonstrate this. And the first one says, use the DuPont formula for the rate of return, determine the profit margin, investment turnover, and the rate of return on investment for the international division, assuming $3,240,000 of assets have been invested in the international division if required. All right, well, let's take a look first at that formula. I'm going to go up, scroll up here. And here we have the formula for the rate of return using DuPont is the income from operations divided by sales and sales divided by the invested assets. So we're going to go ahead and go down and take a look at those. And our sales is $1,940,000. So to determine our profit margin, we're going to take the income from operations of $388,800. We'll divide that by my sales of $1,944,000. So let's make that calculation. 388 divided by that is 20% or 0.2. Next, we'll look at the investment turnover. The investment turnover is going to be my sales of $1,944,000 divided by the invested assets, which they said was $3,240,000. So I take the 1944 divided by the 3240, and that equals 0.6. So it turns over 0.6 times. If we then multiply that, that will give us our rate of return. So I'm going to take the 0.6 times 0.2. That looks like a 12% rate of return. Now let's look at part B, and it says if expenses could be reduced by $97,200 without decreasing sales, what would be the impact on the profit margin, investment turnover, and the rate of return? Well, the profit margin is going to change because our income from operations, instead of being $388,000, it's going to decrease by $97,000. So if I take the $388,000, I'm going to subtract $97,200 from that. I'll have, oh, I'm going to add it, sorry. I went backwards. It says reduce. Let me get back to that, fix that. So I'm going to add those together because I'm reducing my expenses, so my profit's going to increase. 388,000 plus 97,200 equals 485,200. Now I'm going to divide that by the sales, and my sales, remember, was 1,944,000. So 485,200 divided by 1,944,000. That takes it to 0.2495888, blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to round that to a decimal place, and that would be 24.95, actually 25%. So let's change, and that's going to be 25%. Now the investment turnover won't change because that's still going to be the amount of assets invested, and we are going to divide that into our sales, and the only thing we changed was our expenses. So that number will be the same, but we can multiply those and we'll see what happens. We're going to take 0.25 times 0.6, and that gives me now a rate of return of 15%.